77% of businesses using AI experienced AI breaches in the past year, according to a report by cybersecurity experts HiddenLayer. In an era where artificial intelligence is both a boon and a potential battleground for cyber threats, businesses find themselves at a crossroads of innovation and vulnerability. AI's influence and use has ushered in a new frontier of security challenges, with an alarming surge in AI-related breaches reported by businesses worldwide. From establishing cross-functional collaboration to developing AI-specific security measures and leveraging advanced analytics, today we're going to discuss some steps and tools that are necessary to navigate the evolving landscape of AI security to help you emerge more resilient against potential cyber attacks. Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm Michael Kinnett, CEO and founder of Eternal Networks. Every Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific, I go live on our Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, X, and Instagram to discuss the latest tech and cyberspace news that might affect you and your business and answer your questions. In these live streams, I also cover educational topics to help fellow small business owners feel more confident about their knowledge of business technology and cybersecurity. At Eternal Networks, our goal is to help businesses stop worrying about their IT and cybersecurity so they can do what they love. At the end of this live stream, I will be answering questions from the audience. So if you have any, get them ready. I will make sure to have time at the end to cover those. First off in the news, CISA has ordered federal agencies that have been impacted by a Microsoft hack to mitigate those risks. This is an urgent directive that they've issued to all U.S. federal agencies requiring immediate action. There was a breach of multiple Microsoft corporate email accounts by the Russian APT29 hacking group. The directive mandates thorough investigations into affected emails, resetting compromised credentials, and bolstering security for any privileged Microsoft Azure accounts. This comes in response to reports of Russian operatives exploiting these stolen info to access customer systems, which poses a grave threat to federal systems. While the directive primarily targets federal agencies, it underscores the broader need for enhanced security across all organizations, including strong passwords and multi-factor authentication and conditional access, I'll add, right? If that's something that your business can utilize with Microsoft 365. This breach really highlights the ongoing cybersecurity challenges posed by sophisticated threat actors like this Russian hacking group, APT29. They've been known for previous attacks such as the SolarWinds supply chain breach from a couple years ago. Also, LastPass is back in the news. We've talked about them several times over the last few years related to some breaches that they had. Well, actually, this time it's good news. It's not bad news. Hackers targeted an employee and the employee responded correctly. This talks a little bit about today's educational topic with AI. LastPass had an incident where threat actors attempted a voice phishing attack using deepfake audio to impersonate the company's CEO. So utilizing some of these AI tools we're going to be talking about. Despite the rising trend of AI voice impersonation scam, the attack was thwarted as the employee recognized the anomaly of communicating via WhatsApp. That's a non-standard business channel. They reported it promptly, which is exactly what they should have done. The impersonator, right, impersonating the CEO, reached out on a non-company approved app, WhatsApp, to request whatever it was to gain access to things. And so this incident follows previous security breaches disclosed by LastPass and highlights, they've taken some steps to improve things. Obviously, they're doing some training, which is great, right, for this employee to recognize that. But what this incident does is highlight the growing trend of deepfake attacks. The use of audio deepfakes complicates identity verification and detection of these type of fraud attempts. So LastPass warning aligns with alerts that we received from other organizations like the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, urging heightened awareness and security measures against social engineering tactics, such as these leveraging AI voice cloning tools. As deepfake technology advances, organizations are advised to implement robust authentication protocols and train your staff to recognize and report these social engineering techniques effectively. All right, another one. This is another repeat one. We talked about AT&T in the past about their breach. Now there's some more information. They've now alerted 51 million former and current customers about a data breach exposing their personal information on a hacking forum. Although the company has not disclosed how the data was obtained, it did confirm the leak, which impacted over 51 million customers. The exposed information includes names, email addresses, phone numbers, and more, and it goes all the way back to June of 2019. Despite initial denial, AT&T has since acknowledged the breach after data confirmation by Bleeping Computer, TechCrunch, and others. While offering identity theft protection, AT&T faces some pretty major backlash over the delay in notifying these affected individuals. Despite ongoing lawsuits, the breach's prolonged exposure since 2021 raises some concerns about potential cyber attacks targeting AT&T customers. So if you are currently or were an AT&T customer, just make sure you're extra vigilant because your information may be out there. All right, now on for our topic of discussion for today. AI, right? Are you and is your business prepared for AI and for the risk of attack through AI systems? AI advancements bring both benefits, and we've talked about those on other live streams and other webinars that we've done, educational webinars. There's benefits, there's huge benefits. There's also some pretty huge risks. We've seen massive increases in the amount of cyber attacks. A couple weeks ago, I talked about the FBI and their recent report that reported cyber attacks have tripled from 2020 to 2023. That's largely in part because of AI. AI makes it easier for these criminals to do these types of attacks. While platforms like ChatGPT can help streamline operations, AI's vulnerability poses some significant threats. There's a study done by HiddenLayer I referenced in my opening called AI Threat Landscape Report 2024. And in that report, they revealed that 77 of businesses experienced AI breaches in the past year. Despite 97% of IT leaders prioritizing AI security with their allocated budgets, however, only 61% of those are confident that the budget is enough. The CEO of HiddenLayer has emphasized AI's unprecedented vulnerability, spanning code, development, deployment, and data exposure. And with cyber criminals targeting AI's vast data usage, securing AI systems is paramount. So you may wonder, well, what can I do? How can I protect myself from this new threat, right? We want the benefits of AI. We don't want the scary parts, right? The risks of using AI and possibly having our data exposed. So I'm going to share a series of tips here, and we're going to start off with you have to have a company policy around the use of AI. Make sure that your staff know what is allowed and not allowed in how your company utilizes AI. Not all AI platforms offer the same protections. And staff using shared AI models like ChatGPT could open the door for company data leaks if not used properly. The data that goes in to a shared platform like ChatGPT could potentially be exposed to others. And so it's important that you have policies in there. What's allowed, what data can go in, where do we use the data out, how do we verify it, right? All of this needs to be included in what your AI use policy looks like within your organization. Second to that, it's important that you offer enhanced cybersecurity training for your staff. Provide knowledge to them to understand how AI is developed, how it's deployed, how it's maintained in your organization to bolster their awareness and readiness against potential threats. Make sure your staff understands the risk of using AI in their daily tasks, and make sure that they're trained on how to align with the company policy I just mentioned in their daily tasks to protect that data while gaining the benefits of AI. It's also important that you perform regular scanning and auditing of any AI system that you're using. Implement routine procedures for reviewing, scanning, auditing the AI models to identify any vulnerabilities and any potential breaches or violations of your company policy. Also, make sure that you follow source verification. Make sure you have an understanding and verification of where that AI model origin source came from as you're utilizing that within your business so that you can mitigate any risks associated with malicious or compromised models. There's also AI-specific security measures that you should implement and deploy. Make sure that you're tailoring those to the unique vulnerabilities of AI systems, including safeguards at code level right? So if you have an AI model that you're using internally that's not a shared model, make sure that you're protecting the code, right? The underlying AI system, both during training, development, and post-deployment. It's also that important that you implement plans to utilize AI for your cyber defense. AI technologies for proactive cybersecurity measures such as anomaly detection, threat prediction, and automated response can really strengthen your defense mechanisms against potential breaches. If your current endpoint and perimeter protections don't use any form of AI or machine learning, you could be missing some of the newer threats in your detection and prevention methods. Also, it's important to stay updated with AI security trends. Stay abreast of what's changing in the AI industry. Make sure you're reading about it, you're studying it, you're subscribing to sources that can provide you with industry reports and resources to adopt strategies accordingly. This is still an emerging industry. AI, while it's been around for a few years, it's rapidly developing and many things are changing. So make sure you're staying up on the latest with that. Also, you can adopt AI-driven analytics. Employ these analytics tools using AI to monitor and analyze system behavior, anomalies, and patterns for early detection of potential security breaches. I talked about this a little bit in your cyber defenses, right? Make sure that you're utilizing the benefits. That's where AI really thrives, is in analyzing systems and data and looking for anomalies and patterns. So that can be a huge boon to your organization. Also, it's important that you enforce strict access controls and authentication mechanisms so that those that are accessing your AI systems are verified and authorized properly. We don't want any unauthorized access to the systems and the sensitive data that those systems contain. That can then reduce the likelihood of a breach of the data that the AI has access to. And then the last step I have for you, the last tip, make sure you're conducting regular security assessments and penetration testing exercises to identify weaknesses and gaps in your AI security posture. Not only in your AI security posture, but across your organization, across your technology, to enable timely remediation of anything detected, any vulnerabilities, and also reinforcement, right? Hopefully there's not a whole lot of vulnerabilities to remediate against, and you're just reinforcing that, hey, you know what? We double checked. We're still good. We got protections that we need in place. Apathy can lead to breaches, right? So we want to make sure that we're reviewing that on a regular basis. Remember, knowledge is your best defense against cyber attacks. So stay proactive, stay informed, and stay safe in the digital age. If you have any questions about what I've been discussing today, AI, you can always reach out to me or my team. Give us a call or schedule a chat. Let's see if there's any comments from our live audience. I don't see any questions or comments. So if you do, reach out to us. You can schedule a time to talk with me one-on-one about any of your questions or concerns. If you're not quite ready to dive into a one-on-one consultation, but you're still eager to stay ahead of cybersecurity challenges in your industry, then I've got a solution for you. Every Thursday at 1 p.m., we are now hosting weekly cybersecurity briefings. These are completely free of charge. It's a fantastic opportunity to connect with us, with other businesses, to delve into the latest tech and cyber issues shaping our community, and more specifically, your industry. What sets our briefings apart from others is we tailor each session to the specific industry of our attendees, ensuring that you're getting some targeted insights tailored to your business's unique needs. Ready to stay informed and empowered? Check out the available dates via the link below. And there's also a QR code right there. You can secure your spot today. We do have limited spots to each briefing, but we'd love to see you on one of our upcoming briefings. All right, and with that, I don't see any other comments or questions from our audience. As always, you can reach out to us on social media. You can comment, you can direct message me, go to our website, itnet.works, and schedule a meeting, email, phone call. There's lots of ways to reach out to us. We're pretty easy to find, and we're always happy to answer your questions and take the time to to discuss what your concerns and questions are. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week.